Hello. As told by many students, I will continue some more examples on revision only. This will be helpful for your competitive exams, no doubt. The general solution of modulus of sin x is equal to cos x, where n is integers, is given by 4 many options. How to find that? Since modulus of sin x is equal to cos x implies sin x is equal to plus or minus cos x. Okay, this implies if you divide sin x by cos x, that is tan x, is equal to plus or minus 1, or this is plus or minus tan 5 by 4. So tan x is equal to, so x is equal to plus or minus 5 by 4. Therefore, general solution is n phi for tan plus or minus 5 by 4, that is A is the correct answer. Okay. See, another example is the value of theta satisfying sin phi theta minus sin 3 theta plus sin theta is equal to 0, such that theta lies between 0 and 5 by 2. Okay. See, given expression is same as sin phi theta plus sin theta minus sin 3 theta is equal to 0. Sin x plus sin y is equal to 2 sin x plus y by 2. 5 theta plus 1 theta by 2 into cos 5 theta minus theta 4 theta divided by 2 minus sin 3 theta is equal to 0. That implies 2 sin 3 theta sin 3 theta. Okay, shall I write directly? 2 sin 3 theta cos 2 theta minus sin 3 theta is equal to 0. This implies sin 3 theta, if you take common, 2 cos 2 theta minus 1 is equal to 0. So, sin 3 theta is equal to 0, or 2 cos 2 theta minus 1 is equal to 0, or that is equal to 1. So 3 theta is equal to 0 or phi, n phi. But under this range, see, since theta 0 and phi does not belongs to 0 and 0, 5, but in this range. Okay, so you need not consider this part. This implies cos 2 theta is equal to half. Yes. So theta is equal to 2 theta is equal to 5 by 3, or theta is equal to 5 by 6. So answer is B. See, this is another question. Sin 70 degree plus cos 40 degree over sin 70 degree plus sin 40 degree. Given expression is sin 70 degree plus this cos 40 can be written as sin 90 minus 40. Sin 90 minus theta is cos theta divided by this cos 70 degree plus sin 40 can be written as cos 90 yes minus 40 degree. Okay, this is equal to sin 70 degree plus sin 50 degree over cos 70 degree plus cos 50 degree. See, sin x plus sin y, cos x plus cos y. This is 2 times sin 70 plus 50, 120 divided by 2. Cos 70 minus 50, 20 whole divided by 2 cos 120 by 2 cos 70 minus 50 cos 20 by 2. See, these two get cancelled, cos 70 and cos 70 get cancelled, that is 10 60. This is 60, this is 60, so tan 60, our answer is root 3. C is the correct answer. So another question is value of tan 1 degree, tan 89 degree. The 4 options are these many. See, given expression is tan 1 degree plus tan 89 can be written as tan 90 minus 1 degree. Okay, so this is tan 1 degree plus cot 1 degree because tan 90 minus theta is cot theta. See, this is tan 1 degree plus 1 by tan 1 degree, or this is equal to cross multiplying tan squared 1 degree plus 1 divided by tan 1 degree. Tan square theta plus 1 is secant square theta. This is secant squared theta, secant squared 1 degree by tan 1 degree, that is cos 1 degree, cos square, it is 1 by cos square, 1 by cos squared 1 degree. This tan is sin by cos, cos goes to numerator, cos 1 degree divided by sin 1 degree. 1 cos cancels, so in the denominator cos 1 degree into sin 1 degree, cos theta sin theta. If you multiply this 2 sin 1 degree cos 1 degree, I wrote sin 1 degree first. So in order to balance, you have to multiply that by numerator also. See, 2 sin theta cos theta is sin 2 theta. So 2 divided by sin 2 times 1 degree or sin 2 degree. So A is the correct answer. Answer is A. See, once again you work out this. These are all asked questions, whatever so far discussed since yesterday. See this example. If sin x plus sin y is equal to half, cos x plus cos y is equal to 1, then what is tan x plus y? Okay, sin x plus y, sin x plus sin y is equal to half implies 2 sin x plus y by 2 cos x minus y by 2 is equal to half. That is sin x plus y by 2 into cos x minus y by 2 is equal to 1 by 4. This is the result due to first expression. Second one, cos x plus cos y, cos x plus cos y is equal to 1 implies 2 cos x plus y by 2 cos x minus y by 2 is equal to 1. That is cos x plus y by 2 cos x minus y by 2 is equal to half. This is result number 2. If you divide 1 by 2, because two similar terms are there, 1 divided by 2 implies, see here, you divide this by this, so tan x plus y by 2, tan x plus y by 2, cos x minus y by 2 get cancelled, and this is equal to 1 by 4 divided by 1 by 2, that is 1 by 2 it is, isn't it? 2 goes to numerator, 2 by 4. See, tan x plus y by 2 is equal to half. So what? Tan, see here, tan 2x, tan x plus y is required. Tan 2x is equal to 2 tan x divided by 1 minus tan squared x. What is tan x? 2 tan x by 2 divided by 1 minus tan squared x by 2, isn't it? Similarly, what about tan x plus y by 2? Tan x plus y by 2 is, therefore tan x plus y by 2 can be written as tan x plus y is required. Tan x plus y is equal to 2 tan x plus y by 2. Replace x by x plus y, x plus y by 2, 1 minus tan squared x plus y by 2. Now tan x plus y by 2 is half. You substitute that value. 2 into half divided by 1 minus half square, 1 by 4 it is. That is 1 by 3 by 4, that is 4 by 3. Answer is B. You take down this. See the next example. root 3 into cosecant. See, this is another example. Root 3 cos 20 secant 20. See, given expression is root 3 by sin 20, it is minus 1 by cos 20. Okay. If you cross multiply root 3 cos, if you take the LCM, cos 20 minus sin 20 divided by sin 20 cos 20. Okay, let us take 2 common. If you take 2 common, divided by 2 cos 20 minus half into sin 20 divided by sin 20 cos 20, that is, what is 3 by 2? Root 3 by 2, that is sin 60, 1 by 2 is cos 60, sin 60 cos 20 minus cos 60 sin 20 divided by sin 20 cos 20. I will multiply numerator by 2 to make that sin 2 theta. So numerator also multiplied. So 4 into sin A cos B cos A sin B, sin A minus B, it is sin A minus B, 60 minus 20 divided by sin 2 times 20 degree, sin 2 theta it is, that is 4 times sin 40 divided by sin 40. So answer is 4. So 4 is the correct answer. Okay, the value of tan 5 by 8 is, you have to find this. Okay, tan 5 by 8 can be written as sin 5 by 8 divided by cos 5 by 8. Multiply and divide by cos 5 by 8. So this is numerator is sin 5 by 8 into cos 5 by 8 divided by cos squared 5 by 8. If you multiply numerator and denominator by 2, denominator will be 2 sin 2 theta, sin 2 times 5 by 8, cos squared x, 2 cos squared x, cos 2x is equal to 2 cos squared x minus 1, or 2 cos squared x is equal to 1 plus cos 2 theta. Similarly, this is 2 cos squared x 1 plus cos squared 2 cos squared x is here 1 plus cos 2x cos 2x means 5 by 4 that is sin 5 by 4 over 1 plus cos 5 by 4 that is 1 by root 2 1 plus root 2 root 2 plus 1 and this root 2 get cancelled, so answer is C 1 by root 2 plus 1. 1 plus sin theta plus sin squared theta so on up to infinite number of terms is equal to 2 root 3 2 into root 3 plus 4, then theta is equal to how much? See, this is infinite series of geometric progression with common ratio sin theta. See, sum of the geometric progression terms with first term a and common ratio r, where r is less than 1, is given by a by 1 minus r. See, sin theta lies between minus 1 and plus 1, so it is also therefore LHS no need given because it is given, that implies a means 1 divided by 1 minus sin theta is equal to 2 into root 3 plus 4. Cross multiply 1 is equal to 2 root 3 plus 4 minus sin theta 2 root 3 sin theta minus 4 sin theta. Okay. Okay, let us bring these to right side. This implies minus 2 root 3 and this minus 4 means minus 3 it is. If you bring this side, minus sin theta into 2 root 3 plus 4, that implies 4 sin theta. So sin is here, you can change the sign. Okay, multiplying throughout the equation by minus sign. So sin theta is equal to 2 root 3 plus 4 divided by 2 root 3 plus 3. Rationalize the denominator 2 root 3 minus 3 divided by wait. This should be 4 here. This should be 3. Okay, sin theta is equal to this factor divided by 2 root 3 plus 4. Okay, so conjugate of this root 2 root 3 minus 4 it is. Okay. Now this implies 2 root 3 into 2 root 3, 4 into 3, 4 into 3, 2 root 3 into this plus 6 root 3 minus 8 root 3, 8 root 3 minus 12 divided by, this will be 4 into 3, that is 12. Okay, a square minus b square form, minus 60, that is plus 12 minus 12 get cancelled. So what remains is minus 2 root 3 divided by minus 4, that is root 3 by 2. Sin theta is equal to root 3 by 2 means theta should be 60, 5 by 3. C is the correct answer. This is similar to the yesterday's example. There we considered cos 1 degree, cos 2 degree. Okay. So up to cos 5 there. Here 369, or even you can consider 360 also, because sin 360 will be again 0 and 5. See, this is nothing but sin 1 degree, same procedure, sin 3 degree, so on up to sin 180 degree. Next 181 onwards plus sin 360 minus 179, this is nothing but 181, plus sin 360 minus, because sin 179 is here, sin 178 is here, minus 178 degree. So on up to sin 2 phi, sin 2 phi 360 minus 2 degree plus sin 360 minus 1 degree, 359. See, this series continues. See here, sin 1 degree, this is okay, right, sin 1 degree, sin 2 degree plus sin 179 degree, sin 180 degree plus this is minus 360 minus theta, fourth quadrant, sin minus 179 degree minus sin 178 degree, so on up to sin minus sin 2 degree minus sin 1 degree, that is equal to, all terms cancels except this. Suppose 360 is added, that one, so that is equal to 0. So A is the correct answer. Again, this is another standard result. Okay, see, cos given expression implies cos x plus y 45 plus minus cos x minus y. What is that? Cos 45 plus cos 60 minus cos 30, cos x plus y into this cos 60 cos 30. That implies cos 60 is 1 by 2, cos 30 is root 3 by 2. Answer is D. So with this I conclude the solving examples on this trigonometry. Since there is no clear cut, because you might have come to know that there will be some reduction in your syllabus, so I will postpone this inverse trigonometric functions, and I want to start with vectors. Okay, with after some clarification I will consider whichever to be considered, which is to be discussed. Okay, so I start with vectors. After finishing this, let us come back to inverse trigonometric functions. Okay, because I want some clarifications regarding the syllabus, the chapter to be topics to be considered, concepts to be considered. Okay, you have studied vectors in physics, and some might have come to know about this. All physical quantities can be classified as scalars and vectors. Scalars means the quantity, physical quantity, which is having only magnitude, no direction, such as length, mass, time, distance, speed, area, volume, temperature, work, money, voltage, density, resistance, etc. What is your height? What is your weight? These are all scalars. Vector quantities are having a quantity that has magnitude and direction. This definition is meant in your syllabus. You have to consider this one. Is called vector. Displacement, velocity, acceleration, force, weight, momentum, electric field intensity, etc. We are all vectors. We are having energy as well as we are having certain goals to achieve, isn't it? As you know that your H.C. Verma used to call his assistant by vector only, by name, vector only. Okay, these vectors are denoted by directed line segments. In a line, infinite that line, suppose you mark 2 points A and B. The direction is given from A to B, then AB is called as vector. The distance between the 2 points A and B is its magnitude, that is denoted by modulus of vector AB. Vectors are denoted by arrows on their head. A is initial point, B is terminal point. Suppose P is a point in 3-dimensional space, then that OP, vector OP, initial point is at the origin, terminal point is at P, whose coordinate is x, y, z. Suppose it is denoted by R, vector R, that is called as position vector of point P with respect to O. Suppose AB is a vector, that is called as position vector of B with respect to point A. Okay. Since its coordinates are x, y, z, the magnitude of OP is given by x square plus y square plus z square under root. Suppose alpha, beta and gamma are the angles made by the vector OP with respect to x-axis, y-axis and z-axis respectively. That means alpha is angle made by vector R OP with x-axis, beta is angle made by that vector R with respect to y-axis, and gamma is angle made by the vector R with respect to z-axis, are called as direction angles. The cosine of these angles are called as direction cosines, that is cos alpha, cos beta and cos gamma. See, cos alpha is given by x by r and cos beta is given by y by r. Cos gamma is given by z by r. Usually cos alpha, cos beta and cos gamma are denoted by L, M and N. L, M and N are direction cosines. That implies x is equal to LR, y is equal to MR and z is equal to NR. That means x, y, z, the coordinates can also be denoted by LR, MR and NR. L square plus M square plus N square is equal to 1. That result let us prove in 3-dimension geometry topic. Okay. Next is types of vectors. Zero vector or null vector. Zero vector is one whose magnitude is 0. That means the initial point and terminal point coincided. But remember, there is a point. It may not have any dimensions, but vector is present. Zero vector is a vector. It does not imply that it is vacant. Okay. That is point vector, also called as point vector. Unit vector. Unit vector is one whose magnitude is unity. Coinitial vectors. Coinitial vectors are, suppose the vectors who are having same initial points. Okay, the initial point is same, but terminal point may be different. Collinear vectors. Collinear vector means the vectors in the same line or parallel to same line. The vectors which are parallel to one reference line. Negative of a vector, the vector whose magnitude is same but direction is opposite, is called negative vector. Please make a note of this. You make a note of that definitions. Some may ask, usually co-initial vector, unit vector and collinear vectors. Even you may ask zero and negative vectors also. Those are all asked questions. See, for our computation purposes or further analysis, we require to shift the vectors. Okay, while shifting the vectors should be displaced in such a way that they should be displaced through parallel displacement. We should not change magnitude and direction. Such vectors are called as free vectors. The vector subjected to parallel displacement without changing its magnitude and direction are called free vectors. So these are the concept for your first exercise in this unit. Let us solve the exercise part, some examples also. Okay. Consider 10.1. This is very simple and small exercise. Let us finish this within 5 minutes. Okay. Represent by graph displacement of 40 km and 30 degree east of north. That is this axis, north, south, east, west. From here north 30 degree and 4, 1, 2, 3, suppose it is 4 units. Okay, this is 40 kilometer and suppose this is 30 degree. This is a vector quantity. Okay, 30 degree means angle, means direction it is. Okay, next question is second question. Classify the following measures as scalars and vectors. See here 10 kg. 10 kg is scalar quantity because no direction is mentioned, only magnitude. 2 meters north west, that is vector quantity, magnitude as well as direction. 40 degree, this is direction but not direction with respect to what they have to mention, so only magnitude, this is scalar quantity. 30 watts is a scalar quantity, you have to fill that. Okay, I wrote only question part. 10 to the power 19 coulomb is scalar quantity. 20 meter square is vector quantity, it means per second square, it is acceleration, so it is vector quantity. Third question, time period. Again you have to identify scalars and vector quantities. Time period is scalar quantity and distance is scalar quantity. Force is vector quantity, it is having direction. Next, velocity is vector quantity, work done is scalar quantity. Velocity and work done. Okay, time period, distance are and work done are scalar quantities. Force and velocity are vector quantities. Next, fourth question. One square is given and directions are mentioned. See the figure there. You are asked to find co-initial vectors, equal vectors, collinear vectors but not equal. Okay, co-initial vectors are here A and D. A and D are co-initial vectors. Equal vectors are B and D. See the magnitude and direction are same. Collinear but not equal. Collinear same, this is parallel. A and C are parallel but not equal. So that is fourth question. You have to mention true or false. Fifth question, last question. A and minus A are collinear. This is correct. Direction may be different but maybe same line, parallel to same line. Collinear. Two collinear vectors are always equal in magnitude. False. Two vectors having same magnitude are collinear. False. Two collinear vectors having the same magnitude are equal. Correct. Okay, B and C are false. A and D are correct.